Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something that is an absolute game changer. We're looking at a remarkably clever tool called Leeloo, and it is designed to finally cure a massive headache: AI amnesia. Let's be real for a second. Are you totally tired of having to constantly remind your AI who you are and what you're working on? It is so frustrating, right? You open up a new chat and boom, immediately you have to paste in the same old documents, remind it about project guidelines, and meticulously re-explain the entire context of your ongoing work. It's a huge universal pain point. We are constantly spoon-feeding these incredibly advanced systems the exact same background information over and over again, just so they can actually do their jobs. So this is what's known as the blank slate problem. Think of today's most popular AI models, kind of like goldfish. Every single time you start a new conversation, they completely reset. Total blank slate. And because they literally forget everything you discussed yesterday, trying to carry out a long-term project feels a bit like running in quicksand. You lose the context of previous discussions, past research, and established developments. By forcing us to continually reintroduce our projects, these tools end up wasting our time and noticeably reducing the quality of their final output. Now, who is actually suffering the most from this? Well, if you're doing deep, continuous work, it's you. Professionals and researchers managing complex, multi-week projects desperately need to preserve context. Writers, screenwriters, and bloggers need a reliable way to keep track of sprawling character arcs and world-building ideas across months of writing. Developers and analysts, you guys need your AI to store technical documentation and ongoing software architecture. Really, any power user who wants their AI to remember more than just a single isolated conversation desperately needs a solution to fix this broken workflow. Enter Leeloo. You can basically think of it as an external brain for your AI. It's a dedicated application that works quietly behind the scenes to automatically analyze, archive, and tag your conversations from top models like Claude, Gemini, GPT, and DeepSeek. It takes all of those fragmented, easily forgotten chats and transforms them into a unified, structured memory book. This means your AI can finally retain previous dialogues, making your interactions continuous, compounding, and deeply, deeply contextual. Okay, let's dive into this and see how it works. This right here is Leeloo's light mode. And I love this because it is built specifically for an immediate, friction-free start. You absolutely do not need to be a programmer to figure this out. It's basically a simple, clean dashboard designed to get you up and running instantly without making you wade through a swamp of technical settings. Let's walk through exactly how easy it is to fire this up and start building that memory. Setting this up is a ridiculously simple 1, 2, 3 process. First, you select the AI model you want to archive, say Claude or GPT. Second, you paste in an API key. And here is a great little insight. Leeloo uses the completely free Mistral API for generating quick summaries here. You don't even need a credit card. Just register on the Mistral website to grab a key. Finally, you select a local folder on your computer, hit start, and Leeloo takes the wheel. It downloads your sessions and automatically builds the archive structure. That free Mistral key gives you summary blocks of up to 300 characters, which is absolutely perfect for getting your feet wet. But what if you are a serious power user who needs a massive, highly customized external brain? Well, Leeloo offers two distinct paths. While light mode is this frictionless, automated breeze for everyday users, jumping into professional mode unlocks the heavy machinery. Advanced, full control settings. This is where you gain total authority over every single stage of the archive creation, dictating exactly how your data is handled, stored, and processed. For instance, in Pro mode, you connect directly to major cloud services securely. Whether you're using Google Drive via OAuth, OneDrive, or Dropbox, Leeloo uses time-limited developer tokens for strict security. These tokens usually expire in about an hour to keep your data locked down. But smartly, if a token does expire, Leeloo lets you refresh it with a single click right inside the app, so you aren't constantly re-authenticating. It also handles version control beautifully. When syncing your local drive with the cloud, the app automatically compares file sizes and modification dates. So, say you've been working from a desktop at home, and then a laptop at a coffee shop, and a file changed in both places. It won't just blindly overwrite your work. It stops and asks you to choose: download from the cloud, upload from your disk, or just skip to keep both versions. It even generates complete sync reports, so you literally never lose a byte of data. And in Pro mode, you aren't locked into one model for building your memory. You can plug in custom API keys from Claude, Gemini, GPT, Hugging Face, you name it. The app is even smart enough to recognize different key formats automatically, like skAnt for Claude or skproj for OpenAI. Plus, you can set custom delays between requests, which is absolutely crucial to ensure you avoid hitting any strict rate limits from those providers.
Now, this is where things get serious. 15,000. That is the massive character limit for summaries generated by paid models, like Claude or GPT in Pro mode. Compare that to the 300 character limit of the free mode. A 15,000 character summary captures about 10 to 15% of a massive full-length conversation. Plus, those paid models are significantly faster, blazing through 100,000 characters in just a few minutes.
Beyond those huge summaries, Pro Mode gives you the granular tools to prevent digital clutter. You can set strict megabyte limits for your archives, organize files with chronological 3 or 5-digit numbering, and choose whether to save short summaries as separate files or giant continuous blocks. Best of all, to save immense processing time, you can tell Leeloo to use targeted filtering. Instead of analyzing your entire chat history every single time, it can simply scan for new sessions, allowing for lightning-fast incremental updates. Let's move to and see how this all builds up, because all of this analysis leads to one final ultimate output, the memory book. This is the actual file you will feed back to your AI. You have 5 fantastic options to choose from, depending on your needs. You can generate a tag book based on automated topic weights, a table of contents book, a short book of just summaries, a full book of raw transcripts, or the granddaddy of them all, the sublimated book. You can even set size limits on these books so they automatically split into parts and never overwhelm your AI's context window. The sublimated book is definitely the highly recommended output. It contains all of your data, the tags, tables of contents, summaries, and full texts, perfectly combined into one cohesive file. But here is the real genius of the tool. You might be wondering, how does the AI even know what to do with this massive file? Well, Leeloo automatically generates a custom system prompt for you. You just paste this prompt into your AI's instructions, and it instantly teaches your AI exactly how to read, navigate, and deeply interpret this brand new sublimated memory book. So, the blank slate problem is finally solvable. By compiling your scattered chats into a structured memory book, Leeloo completely transforms isolated conversations into a continuous, compounding workspace. It is a true game changer. So, I'll leave you with this question. What highly complex, long-term project will you finally tackle now that your AI actually has a memory?